My name is Izzy, Lyon, and I'm taking public speaking online at RCCC, and they said that I need to write a speech, and Miss Love said she's back in here. But so, it's kind of depressing, I'm sure she's told you, but it's about like suicide and stuff. It's like the warning signs of suicide. Alright, so my father committed suicide on February 19th, 2018. That was around 7 months ago. It was second semester last year. And I'm still lost and confused about it, so I figured that choosing this topic would like help me, I guess, kind of understand and also help others if they've ever been through that situation or if they've ever thought about committing suicide or something, because it's a very serious matter. Like, it's not something that you can joke about. But so there is always a reason behind suicide, not always behind. You should never want to commit suicide, but usually people always have a reason on why they feel like they should. And one of the main reasons is depression. Depression is characterized by a longer and deeper feeling of despondency and the presence of certain characteristic symptoms. Depression is one of those topics where it's like, you really don't know how to explain it, because there are people that are depressed and they suffer through it and they go through it daily, but they can't really express themselves because no one really understands it unless they themselves go through it. And then like people tell you about it, but it's not the full concept. But so they have this feeling like they fail like through everything they do. They feel like they're no good at anything. They think that they fail through life, and because of that, it also prevents them from being able to like make themselves feel better or help cure themselves. And sometimes it leads them thinking that everyone would be better off without me. Why am I here? I don't make a difference. I'm just someone in the hallway. It doesn't make a difference at all. And another reason that people would consider suicide is as a desperate cry for help. How I viewed it as they don't so much as want to die, they just want to stop living. They want to release from their pain, so they don't have to suffer through this world anymore. They just want to move on, to be done with it. For some people, it is to alert those around them that something is wrong and that they want help. For others, they believe that they will not die, so they choose a method that's something that only harms them and not so much as taking their life, to, again, alert people, to let them know that they want help. Also, a traumatizing experience can also, that they can't get through, they see it as it would be easier for them to just remove themselves from the picture instead of having to deal through it every day. It would just be easier if they just left. Sorry. The main basic warning signs of wanting to commit suicide is if they constantly talk about wanting to kill themselves, wanting to die, saying that there's nothing in this world that's good for me, what's the point of being here? They could be posting stuff on social media, they aren't very social, and other things, if they start alcohol and drugs, that plays a big role in it because it messes with your brain and doesn't make you like think or see clearly. That has a toll in that as well. And they start to feel lonely, and whenever like you're doing drugs or whatnot, that could also be part of a reason, because it helps you forget about your life for a split second. You get a relief, you get a feeling of happiness, or you forget your life and everything just seems okay at the time, but then it will eventually go away. Like, that doesn't heal it, that's just like in the moment, it takes away everything. People who are also consider suicide, they usually feel depressed, a burden to others, they feel no purpose, they have extreme mood swings, they can act anxious, aggravated, reckless, and also there is the feeling of guilt, and there is no way they think that they can fix it but by leaving this world. There are ways to, quote, help people get through it, and that is always just being there for them, making sure that if talk to them, you need to actually listen. You can't just ask them if they're okay, they say no, you talk about like that first day and then just go about your life. If you want to actually see this person get better, then it is very important that you stick through with it and that you check up on them daily and actually listen to what they're saying, because like I said earlier, you really can't understand what they're going through, but it helps if they can release that and actually talk to somebody about it. What else is there? So yeah, follow through with them, make sure they're still doing okay. That's kind of closed up real quick, but today I've like kind of let you know about like the warning signs of suicide and how to help somebody. But I think that regardless of all the reasoning and factors and numbers and what people do research on to determine why it is okay, or people think that it's fine to commit suicide, it's not a way out. There's not a reason or justice to suicide. Even if you don't have a family or a life, there's no reason whatsoever for suicide.